basically, if you don't know, me, Dream, and Samnap, and also Carl and like the rest of the Mr. Beast people, we went to Antarctica, which if this is the first time you're hearing about it, I actually don't really know what I'm allowed to say. I don't know how much you guys know, but it's kind of crazy. We went to Antarctica, which normal people don't really do that. It's kind of crazy. And it's really cold. And I was fine during Antarctica, but then when we got back, I was sick, like ill. Like I was so sick when I got back. And it was terrible. I hated it. My skin got so dry. Like my face. Oh my God. When I was coming back through the airport, I was like hoping I didn't get recognized by anyone because I looked stupid. Like I was sunburnt and my skin was so dried out. And I had like crazy bad dandruff. It was ridiculous. I think it's because Antarctica is technically a desert, so it's super dry. The humidity in the air is like basically zero. There's like zero humidity. One of the people there, like the guides, they said every breath you take, you are losing liquid. They were telling us you need to stay hydrated. Keep drinking water because you don't gain any moisture. You're losing it every time you breathe. And honestly, like I was fine in that regard. You know, like I drank my water. Actually, I don't think I did because my liquid was very yellow and dark. Like I don't think I was actually hydrated. I don't know. Oh my God, Antarctica like did weird things to me. Like I weed and farted a million times more than I usually do, but I pooed like way less. Like Antarctica did some weird things to me. Maybe that was too much info, I don't know, but you're welcome, now you know. But yeah, like the weather was super bad for my skin. Like when I got out of there, I was sunburnt, I was super dry. I had to buy what's it called, like Aquaphor or something, and I just like spewed it all over my face. I completely covered it because I was so dry. And well, I thought that was all the problems I had from Antarctica, but no, it was not, because then I started feeling sick. And turns out, I'm pretty sure I got strep throat. I looked up the symptoms of strep throat, and I had like every single one. I had headache, sore throat, I had cough, I had feeling hot and cold, whatever that's called. I had like white crap on my tonsils in the back of my throat. I was throwing up, I had body aches, I had everything. I felt so bad. All I did for like a week straight was sleep and sit in the bath all day, and like I had no appetite. I wasn't hungry. All I ate was like 10 chicken nuggets one day. I ate nothing. Like I was dying. And then I started taking like this antibiotic to fix it, which is fine. I'm taking it. It's fine. I'm like getting healed, blah blah blah. Like a week later, I'm fixed. I'm perfectly fine.
To be clear, the entire time we were in Antarctica, I was sick. The entire time.
My dream was sick as well.
The entire time. I was dying. I was coughing up blood. It was disgusting. It was horrible. I was sick when we were in Chile. I was sick when we were in Antarctica.
I was going to stream today, but I look in the mirror when I wake up and I see something stupid. I'm like, what is going on?
Sapnap hiding in the bathroom.
No, it wasn't Sapnap. It was this. This is my hand. Okay, you can't really see much. You see on the back? You see this? There's like little red dots. Check this out. It just gets worse and worse. Look. Look at this. Look.
It was worse before.
Look. Look at that.
And then your back is insane.
And then look at this.
It's so fucking good.
Look at this. Look at the top of my arm. Look at that.
Ew. Guys, imagine that.
Oh my God.
Imagine that all over his back. Just completely over.
Look. I'm dying.
Wait, flex? Wait, do that again? Wait,
guys, I am dying. Look at my other arm.
It's not as bad.
Look. What is this?
All right, fine. Take your shirt off.
I'm dying.
Show them your back, for real.
No, I don't want to show my back.
You do your back.
No, I don't want to show
All
my
right,
back.
fine. All right, guys, he'll show his back on OnlyFans.
But like, look at that. I'm like literally, I'm literally dying. And I wake up and I see that, and I'm like, Sapnap, like, look at me. And he goes, what did he say?
So you're fucking disgusting.
You're fucking disgusting.
He said I was disgusting. I was gonna stream with Sapnap. He was gonna sit right here, and he's like, I don't want to be near you. But now he's near me. He's all good.
Well,
What's changed?
Are you not, is it not contagious?
He doesn't know it's not contagious. It could
It
be.
is not contagious.
Is that the doctor?
Like, look at.
The doctor says not contagious.
To be fair, I don't think he did.
He did.
Did he?
That's what he said.
I don't remember. But I was like, oh my God, this is a problem potentially. And then Dream's like, you need to go to the hospital. You could be dying. And I was like, wait. You're right. I could be.
That's not what I said. What I said was, I was like, all I know is if it was me, I'd be going to the clinic. If I don't know what it is and it's spreading, and you said it was getting worse, like, I'm not sitting there and being like, oh, it's probably this or probably that. I'm going to the doctor and having a doctor tell me what it is. So, and I was like, you should go. And then you were like, well, all right.
And also, here's the problem. I can't go on my own. Like, I don't drive. So And everything's like a million miles away here. Like in London, everything's just next door.
It's not a million miles.
It is.
It's yeah, compared to London, I guess. Where London's like literally you walk. Your doctor is like your next door neighbor.
Yeah,
you
he
walk,
is.
You
He
walk
is.
inside and
There was a doctor that lived like next to me. We get there, and yeah, the guy like they gave me a shot in my ass. She was like, "Yeah, so we're gonna have to give you a shot. It goes in your ass." And I was like, "What?" And then Dream was in there with me, and she was like, "What did she say?"
She said, "Oh, are you? Do you want to stay?" And then I looked at George, and George was like, and then I was like, can I step outside? And she's like, yeah, no, I just, you never know nowadays. I didn't want to like assume.
Like I think she thought we were dating.
She thought we were a couple.
But then Dream left the room, and she's like, "Lay down on that bed and pull down your pants."
I came back in the room, and he had his butt. He was like arched up on the shelf. And you were going, "My ass, it hurts so."
Yeah, like she like put me down on the bed thing. She's like, "Take down those pants." And I was like, okay, she didn't say that. And then she injected me. And I was like, "Oh, that's not too bad. It doesn't really hurt." And then like 10 seconds later, it starts hurting. I'm like, "Oh my God, it actually hurts." And it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. And I'm like, "How does this hurt so much?" I don't even know. And apparently they gave me steroids, which means I'm going to be jacked. I'm going to be so strong. I'm going to go to like a weightlifting competition and I'm going to win. Like, what's the difference between steroids and like
There's
those?
different types of steroids.
No, there's only one type.
There's the type that like Skeppy uses. There's the type that Bad Boy Halo uses. There's the
Yeah,
type
one
that
that Bad Boy
you
Halo
use
uses
in your
makes
ass.
Yeah. But yeah, she stabbed me with steroids, put them in my ass. And then I was like, "Oh my God, this hurts." And like I was walking weirdly. Could you tell I was walking weirdly?
No.
I was like lopsided because like, this hurts. We had to go pick up a prescription. They gave me drugs.
They did.
And
also
honest-
steroids. They're just oral steroids, so they're different. They're different than anal steroids.
Anyway, I'm back from the hospital. I actually felt like kind of sick on the way back. I was like, "Oh my God, like I feel kind of weird."
To be clear, before we left, I was like, "Oh, we need to use Simon's car." And he's like, "I don't want you to use my car. You're gonna get like the shit all in my. You're gonna get like whatever the fuck this is on him. It's gonna be all over my car." And I was like, "Well, we have to use your car." And he's like, "All right. No, you can't." And I was like, "All right, look, it's not like contagious. Like I'll touch him to prove that I believe that I'm that confident." And he was like,
And then I bring out my gross arm, and I'm like, "Dream, touch my arm." And he touched like right on the worst patch. Like, look at this. What is wrong with me? Look.
Fucking gross.
Oh my God.
And then finally Simon was like, "All right, fine, you guys can go as long as you wear a hoodie and leggings."
He didn't want me
to cover
touching his
everything."
car. Well, I'm dying. My day is ruined. Oh my God, my week was ruined. I was so sick with strep throat.
Oh, says you. I had the same thing you had, and a chest infection, and the flu at the same fucking time.
Yeah.
And I was in Antarctica.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
did
so-
see an Antarctican doctor who was like, "Yeah, you're probably fucked."
George, how are you? I think I might know what happened to you. There's a chance your antibodies might have attacked your red blood cells, and those red spots are your red blood cells. Something's gonna happen to me when I was 9. I mean, maybe. I think it's scarlet fever. I've had it before. Everyone's giving me different options. Scarlet fever, mono, antibodies attacking red blood cells. I might just be dying. If you don't hear from me again, you know what happened. Honestly, I don't know what I have. I really don't know. But like, at least I don't feel bad. Like when I had strep, I felt so bad for about a week straight. And right now, I actually feel fine. I've got a little bit of a cough and that's it. Like everything else is fine. But yeah, like as far as I know, like I'm not actually allergic to anything, but maybe I'm allergic to amoxicillin, which is the antibiotic that I took to cure my strep. Guys, I need you to all diagnose me. You've seen my things. Here's what happened. I took amoxicillin for my strep throat for about 7 days. And then this actually happened a few days afterwards. It took maybe like 2 days for this to happen. So yeah, guys, if you're a doctor, let me know what happened. I need doctors. Whatever you have, at least you got the worst of it over before Christmas. Does it itch or anything? It's a little bit itchy. Like not that itchy. Like I probably haven't itched it the entire stream. I could itch it. Like I could give it a little itch and maybe I'd feel better, but like it's not that bad. Wait, what? I'm pregnant? Huh? What do you mean I'm pregnant? Guys, I hate to inform you of this, but I can't be pregnant. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's physically not possible for me. It's a baby? Wait, what happened? Is it a boy or a girl? I don't know. Did something in your environment change between taking amoxicillin and the hive showing up? It looks like a mild reaction? I don't know if it's mild. This looks like kind of crazy to me. Try Benadryl or antihistamine cream. I have both of them. Actually, no, I don't have cream, but I have Benadryl. Hey, I work with my parents, both medical professionals, who have been training me medically for about 4 years now. So your symptoms are most likely the result of an amoxicillin allergy. You know, that's what I think it is too. So that's making me feel more reassured. So thank you for that. Keep an eye out for swelling because I had the same rash reaction and ended up being allergic to penicillin. My eyes were almost swollen shut. I had the rash all over my whole body. Oh my God. Okay, my face is completely unaffected, luckily. The doctor asked me if I had, what's it called? Chickenpox, I think, when I was younger, or like at all during my life. Because if you have it once, I don't think you get it again. But I don't know. I think I did actually have it when I was younger. I'm not sure though. Hopefully, the doctor said that when I wake up tomorrow, it should be a lot better. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm gonna wake up and I'll be a lot better.